So today is actually going to be me kind of talking about the fact of being a tomboy. No, I don't look the same as the last episode. I swear to God, I did this makeup myself. Tiffany Chang had nothing to do with this. Even though she may represent MAC, I swear to God, she taught me how to... Alright, you know what? I feel like I should just stop talking. But the point is, I wanted to talk about the few things of, I guess, my personal struggle with when it comes to my looks in regards to looking girly, but really kind of just being a tomboy. One of my biggest issues, like I said, is, I think I mentioned this in like a vlog episode, like when I first started this channel, when I would talk about like I would go to these comic book conventions and I get excited when I see comic books and I'm like, comic books! Like I get excited by books. Like if a guy wants to turn me on, he needs to take me to like a library kind of thing. Like I love books. I'm a sapiosexual, so I can't help it. So the thing about it is that like when I go to these comic book conventions, they see me and usually I'm walking with Written Writ Ralph and they're like, oh, did you buy my comic book? What? Yeah, no. Oh, hey, you're a dude. Testicles, great. Here's my comic book. Meanwhile, Ralph won't even see it. He'll be like looking at something else. He'll be looking at like, I don't know, a kid cartoon. He'll be like, yeah, that'd be really great for Leilani. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the book and I'm trying to ask questions, or it'll be about like a video game and they'll look at me like, did he teach you how to play the video game? And I'm like, I power level him. Chump. Like, you know, and I get the fact is because I look like a Barbie doll. So there's just weirdness that happens with me, and it's not just the makeup by Tiffany Chang. It's just the fact that I guess because I'm petite, you know, I can also stand very still like a mannequin. I love doing it because it creeps people out. Love doing it. But one of my biggest things is that as a tomboy, I do struggle because I am in this industry where, you know, I'm required to stay on top of fashion. I never do. I am supposed to be like the latest looks. I never do. I'm doing the best that I can to be girly. I never do. The point is that I'm always trying to put my foot in the best place, and I'm never quite really there. Now, the other things that I also personally enjoy happens to be Kung Fu. I'm sure you guys have gotten that hint. I probably mentioned like Shuru Fu quite a few times, but the point is, even when I'm in class, sometimes I'll kind of come in my little high bouncy ponytail and I'm like, oh my god, hi guys, let's go. Like, you know, I'm doing something silly, you know, and then I'll be there and then usually some dude who doesn't know me is like, who's this tiny girl? You know, that kind of like, that's sort of like the view that they take. I don't know why they were Russian in the Chinese school. I don't know what happened. But the point is, that's their approach to me. So when it comes to me being a tomboy and I'm like ready to go in there and go fight and do my thing, I'm perceived as this cute little Barbie doll until I grapple into their arm and I don't let go for dear life. It's like those like are like the little weird things that I do have to sometimes deal with. Or sometimes I'll come across other females even who are just like, you're really girly, and I'm like, I came from an audition, so I have all the makeup on. I'm still here to fight though. You're not a real martial artist, and I hate that, especially coming from women, because I'm like, what defines a real martial artist? Like, depending on how many locks, do I know all the 108 locks? Am I supposed to know, like, am I supposed to reach a certain belt? Like, what would define it for you? Like, you know, but it's just a question. And I kind of want to know, I guess, what other tomboys kind of have to deal with, because people, you know, who really are tomboys, when I say people, I mean women only. Tomboys, we don't always wear, you know, like the saggy jeans with Tommy Hilfiger, you know, boxers sticking out with one eye covering over. I wonder if people can figure out what I'm talking about. But not every tomboy is dressed like that, because some of us have to go to a modeling gig, some of us have to go take care of this. Sometimes our lives are wrapped up in social media because you're a social media marketing queen. And you have to be a little bit more, but your personality really is just a tomboy. Sometimes as a tomboy, you can teach yourself how to be girly for like a second. The other issue that I come across as a tomboy is when I do pass for being girly, I get tested. It's always something at random that always happens. Like, I'll be at an audition and some girl will be like, oh my god, you look fantastic, and they'll start using fashion terms. I have no idea what they mean, and then I spend the entire time like, wow, yeah, OOTD, because I just learned that. So I'll just keep it up like, yeah, is that, no, we're not calling it fashion. Trending, I'm trending, you're trending, girl, we like turn into Oprah with terms that I just recently learned. So for me, it gets a little awkward just kind of being a tomboy. And I just want to know, like, what are the other tomboys that are dealing with it? Do you dress as your normal? Are you able to dress as your average, you know, tomboy look? Are you able to, like, go into a comic book shop without someone questioning because you have a vagina, or if you're girly-ish looking, you know, they'll go, she doesn't read comic books. I think one of my best times as a tomboy was when I went to go ask a bunch of questions about actually Final Fantasy. So the new one, the one with the Japanese boy band. That one, I went to the guy to go ask questions, and he gave me like a bunch of generic like chick answers, and I knew they were chick answers. Girl gamers know what I'm talking about. So I was like looking at him like, you're not answering my questions. I need to know more about the game. And he's like, you know, he's a prince. Yep. That's cool. There's a group of them, and they battle, you know. And I'm looking at him like, what do I look like? Yuna to you? Come on, stop now. Like, so I started asking him a bunch of questions like, well, I need to know how is the gameplay set up? Is it set up like X and X2? Am I going to be forced to play Blitzkrieg? Is there going to be like another version of Blitzkrieg that forces me to play it against my will, even though it's so uncomfortably uncommon? I'm sorry, I'm still holding a grudge against Square Enix for that. But, but the point is, I came with him like with a bunch of questions. I'm like, well, who's going to be the main character? Is the main character going to be a white mage? Is it going to be a black mage? Is it going to be where I can change jobs as easily as I can change it in X2? Like, you know, when I'm using the hotkeys, or am I just set to a certain job? Like, did they take a step back and go back to like 9, which is my favorite? You know, is he a set thief? Is he a monk? Is he a warrior? Is he a paladin? Is he a black mage, white mage, red mage? Like, what are we doing? Are you touching base into like Final Fantasy 11? You got a blue mage in there who can capture other people's magic spells and do what the hell it is that they want to do. And like when I start asking him a bunch of questions, he just, is this thing a boobs? What just happened? Like, you know, and I'm kind of like, not all tomboys look alike. That's discriminatory. Just saying. I'm just saying, like, these are the random little quirky things that I deal with as a tomboy. And it's strange because when I do finally meet other tomboys, we all get excited like we start in a gang. We're like, oh my god, you two, high five! And then like we miss each other because we're nerds. So, you know, it's rather interesting. And then for me, the other thing is when I do, like I said, when I come across other girly females, the ones that think I'm a part of the club, I always get dragged into things like, let's go shopping. I hate shopping. Please know that about me. I hate shopping. My version of shopping is walking by a window. I have a rule. If your best stuff is not in the window, I'm not coming in. Period. You may have to put some video games out there next to a pair of shoes, and I guarantee you, I will walk in like, what's the shoes that comes with Fable? I need, is that the one? Because I just feel like I should know. If you put like sparkly, you know, silver shoes or sparkly black shoes that had like the Batman logo on the back, yeah, I'm gonna come in. But I hate shopping, and I always get dragged into these girly adventures. They're like, okay, now we're gonna try on clothes. I hate trying on clothes. I have one size. I have been one size for the last few years, and although not everyone is able to do that, which people think, oh, the grass is greener, you're so lucky. I'm not, because I've been the same size, and the only other size I get is smaller, which means clothes fall off of me. So the point is, I get dragged into these like long hour events, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do the fashion show, everyone take your clothes off. And I'm like, I don't want to do this, because if I am gonna try on clothes, I guarantee you I'm gonna try it on halfway, and I'm halfway through the clothes, I'm like, yeah, it looks alright. Alright, cool. You know, I will try to keep my clothes on and put the clothes over me. Like, I'm so lazy at like doing this, and I'm terrible in the fitting room. Like, I can't do that. And as a tomboy, whenever my girly girls see me, they look at me like, what's the problem? We're all trying on clothes. And then I feel like I'm being peer pressured. You know, like the kind of peer pressure that a teenage girl has to deal with her boyfriend on prom night. Like that kind of peer pressure. And they're like, so we're all taking our clothes off, and we're all trying stuff on. You don't want to join? Or, I mean, you don't like the dress? Do you want us to get you a different dress? And it always turns into, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's the dress. I feel like y'all about to turn into the Stepford Wives in a minute. Like, what's going on here? That's usually what ends up happening. And I'm very curious to what are the other struggles that tomboys have to deal with. I also have to deal with doing my hair. my hair's curly. My hair could be straight, I'd still struggle, it doesn't matter. But I do like my hair more curly. Those are my little random quirks of issues that I have as being a tomboy, you know, not being taken seriously. When I walk into a room, they're like, you don't like games, and I'm like, I do like games. And in fact, I could own you if I felt like it. Because I take that personal. I like to remind people at power level, I will take you out if necessary. Black mage, red mage, always. But yeah, I just want to know, a little call out to the other tomboys out there. Don't leave me hanging. Let me know, what are your personal, like, you know, what do you do for a living that may contrast what you're doing as a person? Like, if you're a tomboy like me, you're doing modeling and acting, do you find it like a bit of a struggle too when everyone's like, I got the latest this, and this is girly, and this is girly? You would love it because you're a model, and you're like, I just like books, but thank you. Much appreciated. Make sure you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know what your personal struggles are as a tomboy, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only secret tomboy that's out there. Like, come on, let me know. You know, and I just want to know so I'm not alone. Don't leave me out there in the cold, man. Don't do it. Oh, well, you know, you can just finish watching me do Kung Fu. I really like this Tim Naylor video. I'm sorry, I just happen to really like it. I'm so proud of my work. I'm also an actor, and I'm also putting my work out there. I can't help it. So don't hate me for it. All right, cool. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the Kung Fu.